This has been the year really where it's gone to another level, would you say, especially with the touring?
Yeah.
And what's the experience of that been like just being away for so long?
I mean, it's exciting, but it's isolating too, because it's more creatively you feel quite isolated and I've become incredibly obsessed with my live performance and what that looks like, and is that how I want it to look, and no one else cares as much as I do. So the conversations I strike up with people are very specific and relentless and probably quite exhausting, like with my bandmates. And I've just done so, I think it's because I've done so many, I'm worried that I'm losing perspective, or that I'm subconsciously losing focus or changing things that are already, a thing, a good thing. And I guess too, just self-preservation is exhausting, because people become exhausting, which doesn't feel nice, but because you have this one, I'm just thinking about the shows, it's, I avoid anyone who doesn't know what that means.
You've got to look after yourself, and one of the realities, because I think there were 2 US tours, South by Southwest, I think you went back later, and then there was the UK as well. And you've got to look after yourself. It's just that much harder sometimes touring, isn't it? Just that much more distance from the people who support you. Have you been able to look after yourself touring?
Yes and no. I've looked after the music pretty well, which it is my priority, but I am learning that I need to be okay to do it. So looking after myself is kind of a new thing I've been trying.
This album, which has been, as was the first, so well received, right? It has a very different feel to the first album. Party is the new album.
Okay.
And you've talked about you've talked a bit about the place you were in with the first album. Personally, are you in a different space now? And has that influenced these songs?
I think, I've got a very intense, rewarding job, which is a good distraction from, without this, I have no idea what kind of state I'd be in. I could be worse off, I could be better off, I don't know. But I think I'm much happier. I feel like I've grown up a lot.
There's a lot of touring, and I'm wondering whether, do you think that you want to keep it real, and do you think that you want to stay true to the kind of music that you're making and not end up being funneled into some kind of machine? Are you pretty conscious of that and pretty confident of that?
I don't for a second want people to think that I keep it real, because there's not really anything real about any of this. It doesn't have to be like a scary thing. It's like it's a plan, it's a performance, and there are effortlessly moments of realness. I'm a person who feels a lot of emotion and complicated like everybody. So there is always realness, but in terms of keeping it real and making real things. It's, you know, being earnest and being authentic. Can't really. Maybe I've just projected a bit there, but I don't want to make music I don't want to make, if that's what you mean, and I will always just do what I think is best. But yeah, it's very much a show and a thing, and I'm not afraid of that.
Aldous Harding, thank you so much for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Congratulations on a brilliant year.
Thank you.
Thank you.